I'm in the new BMW M5 and I want to know, as I bet you do, is it as fast accelerating as the Mercedes-AMG E63 S? Well, I timed one of those recently and it did 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds and the standing quarter mile in 11.2 seconds. Is this new M5 faster? Well, I'm going to find out by launching it. So all I have to do is turn the DSC off. There we go. Put the gearbox into its sportiest setting, hold the brake, hold the throttle, launch. And I've got this timing gear here which will give me the results. So let's find out. Oh my God, this is fast! Oh, that's a standing quarter! Woohoo! Right, right. That definitely felt fast. Was it faster than the Mercedes? So, 0 to 60, did it do it? Can it beat 3.2 seconds? Well, it's done it in 3.1 seconds. So it's faster to 60 than the Mercedes. Let's see the standing quarter time. That's the big one though. Can it beat 11.2 seconds? Will it? It's done the standing quarter in 11.1 seconds. It's faster than the Mercedes. BMW fanboys, rejoice.
This new M5 has the exact same amount of power as the old M5 30 Yara, which I clocked at 12.6 seconds for the standing quarter mile. So, what's the reason for the new one's better time?
Like Mercedes, BMW has given the M5 all-wheel drive, and it's a newly developed system, and it can send, in theory, 100% of the engine's torque to the front wheels if it needs to, but generally it likes to be rear-wheel drive. You can actually change the setting if you want to put it into all-wheel drive sport mode, so less power goes to the front, so it's got more of a rear drive bias, so you can do a bit more slip in the corners. Now, if you're really brave, what you can do, as with the Mercedes, you can stop it being all-wheel drive and make it two-wheel drive only. To engage it, it's dead simple. All you have to do is turn the stability control off, then configure MX drive, then just move the cursor to two-wheel drive, and it's game on.
That means you get the best of both worlds. This car is not only great for skids, but also for launches.
So I want to know just how much difference having four-wheel drive has made to this car. So I've put this one into two-wheel drive mode. The guy next to me is in four-wheel drive mode. And we're going to have a race and see what happens. Oh, no, no traction. No, I'm going sideways a lot. A lot of sideways. And well, I think that's the standing quarter. And I certainly I can still see the smoke behind me. Right, so standing quarter was 14.4 seconds. 0 to 60, it's not going to be good. 6.8 seconds, and I think I did all that with the tyres just spinning up, so yeah. It's a good job they made this car all-wheel drive. That's all I can say.
The new M5 starts from £90,000. That's almost double that of a 540i xDrive. However, you do get so much more performance.
Power comes from a 4.4 litre twin-turbo V8 with 600 horsepower and 750 newton meters of torque, which is impressive, though not quite as impressive as Mercedes' 4 litre V8, which has 610 horsepower and 850 newton meters. Still, this BMW is available with this rather lovely optional carbon fibre engine cover. I think I might just have that and see how much I can get for it on eBay. Wonder if they'll notice it's gone. The standard fit rear M differential can move power about between the back wheels to send it to the wheel with the most grip for improved corner exiting traction. Now, while the old M5 used a dual clutch automatic gearbox, this one has an 8-speed with a torque converter, which may make it seem about as modern as this mountain bike. But the reason they've gone for a torque converter is that it's smoother and it's strong enough to cope with this car's extra torque. The engine has a special high pressure oil system which works in high G conditions, so when you're cornering really fast, so that you don't get oil starvation and damage the engine I better put the oil cap back, otherwise I may actually damage the engine. When you start the M5, it automatically has a sports exhaust in its loudest setting, which is exactly what you want, so you don't have to faff around turning it on to make it sound as good as it can. And when you rev it, it sounds like this, which is pretty awesome. But if you're starting your car early in the morning, you don't want that to annoy your neighbours, so you can press a button in the cabin to make it go quieter, and you'll hear the valve close. That was it just then. Now when you rev it, it's a little less raucous, so happy neighbours and happy driver.
But the new M5 isn't just about sounding good, it's about looking good too.
There are some key styling upgrades over the normal 5 Series to make the M5 stand out. So you've got some extra creases in the bonnet to make it look more aggressive and hint at the power that lurks beneath. You've also got a deeper front bumper with large air intakes, and as standard the M5 gets active LED headlamps. It also gets 20-inch alloys as standard, and within there you can opt to have carbon ceramic brakes, which is what this car has. Now you might notice that the wheel arch is a bit more pronounced, and that's because this car has a wider track over the normal 5 Series and wider wheels for improved road holding. Also for improved road holding is lowered stiffened suspension. Now you probably noticed this, look, a little M badge here and what looks like an air breather, but I've had a look in here and I can't see any holes for it to breathe air through. So I think that's fake. Why do that, BMW? Classic M-style door mirrors there. And look up here, there's a carbon roof, and that helps keep the centre of gravity as low as possible, once again for improved road holding. Now at the back, look, we've got the widened wheel arches, makes it look squat and purposeful. And at the rear, there's a tiddly little boot spoiler. I don't know how much downforce that is going to provide, but anyway. Then we've got the M5 badge there, quad tailpipes, and a rear diffuser. So, what do you think about this car's design? Click up there to vote if you think this M5 looks better than a Mercedes E63.
The M5 gets the same well-built interior with excellent infotainment system as the standard 5 Series, but there are some rather important upgrades.
As standard, you get these M Sport seats. They look really cool, and they do a great job of hugging your body. Being an M car, you get some sportier M dials, and you can change the look of them for a more driver-focused display. You get some M badges about the place, blue and red stitching on various items, including the safety belt, and look, even on the floor mats. How lovely. There's also carbon fibre on the centre console and on the dash. It all helps lift the cabin. These little M preset buttons are absolutely brilliant. So you can set up the car settings exactly as you like it, then double press one of these and it takes you straight to the settings you want. So for instance, if I press this one, I've got semi-limited traction control and sporty 4-wheel drive. Press this one twice and I'm in 2-wheel drive mode with stability control completely off for instant skids. The M5 gets its own unique gear selector, though I think it looks a little bit tacky. You can use these buttons on the top to alter the ferocity of the gear changes, and down here you can alter some other settings as well, such as the responsiveness of the engine, the stiffness of the adaptive suspension, and the weight of the steering. Have it just as you like it.
And this type of customization is very important if you want a performance car which can double as a daily driver.
Now, one of the great things about the M5 has always been the fact that it's a dual-purpose car. So it's a big, family-friendly saloon, and with all the settings in the most relaxed state, you wouldn't know that it's as fast as a supercar. But then if I double press this button, I've got it into sports mode now. I've got Sports Plus on the engine, so more response. I've got sportier setup on the suspension, more weight to the steering, and the exhaust is louder. Plus, the 4-wheel drive system is now in more rear drive bias mode, so you get that sensation of really being pushed from the back, and it does feel like a proper M car. Yet you've got the safety net of 4-wheel drive grip if you need it.
And in England, where it's often very rainy, you'll appreciate that added traction. You'll also appreciate how the M5's gadgets can take the strain out of driving on the motorway.
You can put the cruise control on, it'll keep you at a safe distance from the car in front, and it'll even steer, look, to keep you in lane. So yeah, you can just chill out and it'll take the sting and effort out of long journeys. But then when you want to take control again and have some fun, yeah, you definitely can, thanks to that high performance engine. So let's just say that some poor person behind you thinks they're going to overtake you. Here they are, look. So the good thing about having such a high performance engine is that you are effectively king of the road. If you don't want to let people past, nah, you don't have to. Do you want to come past? Go on, do you want to go? Have another go? No, that's not going to happen. One more try, one more try. Go on, you can do it. Oh no, look, it's happened again. Oh no. Yeah, I wonder why BMW drivers have bad reputations. I'm probably not doing anything to help with that right now. Sorry, BMW. No, it's Audi drivers now, they're the worst.
However, when it comes to driver behaviour on track, BMW is quite keen to maintain bad boy reputation.
Now, of course, no owners, well, hardly any anyway, will actually do this kind of thing in their car. But it's important for a BMW. When you're out on the track, that four-wheel drive mode with rear drive bias is a great setting to be in. You can really make use of it and slide it about a bit. And it grips and it helps haul you out of a corner. It's a big old car, this, but it does handle well. Now, if I want, I can put the car into two-wheel drive mode. So one of the great things about this car being rear-wheel drive is that if you want to, you can, of course, get it super sideways, and it's every bit as much fun as a BMW M5 should be. I mean, the only question really is, how much life is left in your tyres?
Drive the M5 like this for too long and you'll soon have your answer.
You see these? These are actually bits of the car's tyre. I've sort of delaminated it. They got a bit overheated and there's big bits missing from the centre. That's ruined. Maybe I should have spent more time driving the car in all-wheel rather than two-wheel drive mode. Oh well.
Still, that's the beauty of the new M5 and its switchable X-Drive system. It's all the hooligan you'd ever want an M car to be, yet far quicker and more capable than anything that's gone before. What an incredible machine. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to our channel. And click on the windows to see more videos.